Hey, fight fans, this is Ted Check. Kyle Noke, the Australian middleweight, who recently fought at the TUF Nations Finale, or actually it was the co-main event. Yeah, he fought in the co-main event against Patrick Cote at the TUF Nations Finale on this past Wednesday. He recently released a photo of himself with none other than the Crocodile Hunter, Steve Irwin. If you recall, Steve Irwin died many years ago, and he was just a beloved guy all over the world. I don't know, one person who didn't like the dude. My kids used to watch him when they were real young, and my wife and I loved watching him too. He was somebody who could appeal to both the very young and older folks. Just his love for nature, and I mean, he was a tough dude, you could tell. I loved the way he used to jump into the water. He used to jump into the ocean. He'd have his shirt and he'd like have his safari clothes on, including his boots, and he would just swim in the water and everything. Probably the funniest thing I ever saw. I remember he was like tracking down a snake, and his wife was like right behind him, and he goes, "Oh, give me a stick, give me a stick." She brings him like this little twig, and he goes, "I'm gonna need a bigger stick, mate." That's great. I went to Australia back in '05, and we went to Australia Zoo, and he was alive at that point, but we weren't able to see him. I don't know whether he was there and he just wasn't giving exhibitions or whatever. But unfortunately, we weren't able to meet the guy or see him, do his shows that he would do at Australia Zoo. But yeah, it was just great being there anyway, back in 2005. Great trip. I'll never forget it. And so anyway, it's great to see this photo of Kyle Noke and Steve Irwin. Steve Irwin's throwing a high kick, and Kyle Noke is defending. And apparently, Steve Irwin was a big fan of MMA. He went to Kyle Noke's fights, or at least one in particular that I was reading about, where he he was right there, I guess at cage side or whatever, and congratulated him afterwards. So what a great thing to know about Steve Irwin, as if his legacy wasn't great enough as it is. Awesome. Crocodile Hunter, Steve Irwin, and yeah, and Kyle Noke. And so I'll put that in the or it's the one that's in the thumbnail for this video. So let me know your thoughts. Leave your comments down below. Subscribe down below. That's it. Take care. See you next time.